Welcome to Ranger Log File 006, Roscoe Manx. Roscoe, you find yourself sitting in a local pub. It's been kind of a shitty day. You swirl your drink. You're sitting there. Your eyes are you're not really paying attention to what's going on around you. Well, let's see. Give me an alertness check.
Okay. Let me check my character sheet. Oh yeah, just a regular D20. 11.
11.
Mm-hmm.
The door opens and the jingle catches your ear, so you just kind of browse over. In walks a pretty tall dude. He stacked. You don't know him. You've never seen him before. He's not someone you would know.
Mm-hmm.
And you initially turned to look away, but he locked eyes with you and has beelined for you. Walks up to you, and he goes, "Are you Roscoe?"
Um. Uh. uh, who's asking? And I'll just look down at my drink and not even turn around yet. Just who's asking?
I got a problem with my bike. Bulk said you could fix it. Bulk said you're the best mechanic he's ever seen.
Oh, and I will take a swig of my drink and put it down and say, and almost like a flip of a switch. Yes, sure am the best mechanic in this town. And then I'll turn and look at him and lock eyes with him.
He This gentleman reaches out his hand and kind of in greeting, he goes, "Jason Scott."
And I will look down at my hands because I do a lot of fixing motorcycles and bikes, and I have a little bit of that grease, even though my hands are washed. But I never think that they're clean enough,
Mm-hmm.
so I wipe it on my pants, and then I put my hand out into his hand and I shake it. Nice to
Um,
meet you, Roscoe.
he he says, "Yeah. Do you mind if I bring her by the shop tomorrow?" And he said to talk to you before you brought anything because your your shift is really weird.
Yeah, absolutely. Just stop on by. Tell them that you're looking for Roscoe. Ross for short, if you'd like. Really, just uh, just happy to help. Regular guy.
You mean insight check?
Okay. Insight is alertness, correct?
That is alertness. Yeah,
Okay.
alertness alertness is like perception, insight, investigation,
Mm,
stuff like that.
it's a 7. I'm about to throw these dice.
You think he's measuring you up like you kind of feel a little judged, um, which throws you off just a little bit.
Uh, sorry, I just I'm just always a little bit apprehensive with people. I apologize. Yes, I would be happy to help you.
Awesome. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Behind the bar is this Irish guy, and he's kind of wiping away, and he goes, and Jason leans up, stands up, and goes, "Hey, I got this guy's next round. Just throw it on my tab." How's that, laddie?
Thank you. That's very kind of you. And I'll take really good care of your needs. Like I'm really good. I promise.
All right. The next morning comes around. The event's being kind of playing in your head a little bit. It was a weird encounter. Usually people don't come find you at a bar.
Yeah.
Um, in fact, a part of you is going, "How did he find me at the bar? I've never even been to that bar before."
Yeah. I'm a little thrown off for sure. Um,
Bulk comes around the corner. He's dressed really nicely. Um, Bulk and Bulk Bulk and Skull both come around the corner, and their chick Skulls and both Bulk and Skull are dressed nicely. They're dressed like they have some sort of business meeting today. Like that's the dress they've got going on there.
okay.
In a part of you is just like, what's going on today? Um, Bulk goes, "Hey Ross, how you doing, bud?"
And I am currently on this red Corvette working on the engine. Um, and just kind of an assuming, but I've noticed it and it's caught my eye and I'm like, I'm 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 great, boss. How are you? I should be really good with this convertible really soon. Probably the next 30 minutes. I should be finishing up. And I think a friend of yours I saw yesterday is stopping by.
Oh, you mean Jason? Yeah.
Uh,
How did you know
how
that
do
though?
you he I was just at the bar yesterday and he stopped by. He said that you had suggested me, so I wanted to offer my services. So
Oh, it's weird that he found you at the bar for that, but okay. Um, Hey Skull,
oh
did you tell Jason where Ross was hanging out? Skull pokes his head around the corner. Nope, wasn't me.
and then I will look at him and oh wow. That's strange, boss, but I really he should be here sometime today. And then I kind of get flustered and I drop the wrench that I had currently in my hand and it actually falls on my foot and ow. Oh, sorry. I just have a lot on my mind. I apologize. But yes, I should be good with this Corvette really soon. And if you could just when he gets here, I can help him out. Okay.
Good. He that bike of his sounded rough, so it probably could use a hand.
Absolutely.
Keep up the good work. And Roscoe, what do I
Mm.
always tell you about being so nervous all the time?
Uh, Sorry, boss. I will work on it. I just 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 hard times right now.
He kind of leans in and he goes, you know, I know you try to keep it secret and stuff, and we obviously don't talk about it much, but being an alien here is not that big a deal. But New Tech City is flooded with them.
Hmm. Thanks, boss.
Just
It's just been a very long journey, and
of
I'll
that,
be honest, I'm a
you spent.
little thrown off if just meeting new people. So
Did I tell you I spent 2 years in space?
wait, you did?
Yeah, uh, I was on the Terra Venture.
What? Oh wow, yeah, the Terra Venture. Yeah, that traveled mm, very very far. Um, I personally didn't get to be on it, but I've heard of it, and
Was on the
so
Terra
yeah,
Venture for a year. Spent a year on Miranoi and came home.
wow.
Got escorted by the Space Rangers. They brought us back. Quite a few handful of us back from Miranoi.
The Space Rangers.
Yeah.
Ah, I've heard so much about them, but I never got to meet them. I kind of we've always heard of stories about Rangers, and sometimes I wish I could have met a Ranger in Crescia. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe it could have helped.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up bad memories.
No worries.
And Bulk will kind of put his hand on your shoulder, and it does kind of give you that like a sense of calm, because you and Bulk you've been working for Bulk for about 2 years now, and he
No.
he knows about he pegged you for an alien like right away. Like there wasn't you were just kind of you were actually shocked by how fast that man figured out you were an alien. So you kind of look at it. You kind of look at him and you're just like, I got it, boss. Um, you and him are really become good friends, and you really become good friends with Skull. But Skull doesn't know you're an alien. Um, at least you don't think he does.
Yeah.
Um, so you, and anytime it is mentioned, Bulk always keeps it on the down low for you, and it's always just Bulk in these days has really become a really big proponent of just being who you are. Not really. He's really against hiding yourself, and
Mm.
and that's really comes across in his messaging all the time. Which is why he's become one of the largest. He's become one of the largest small business owners in the town.
Mm. Yeah.
You occasionally will spend time at his arcade, and you work for him you work for him here, and then there's a bar he owns across the way too that Skull mainly runs
Mm. Yeah.
alongside his acting classes,
Great. Cool.
which you've sat in on Skull's acting classes. They're something.
Um, hey, boss, one more thing.
Yeah,
Um, Jason, this guy Jason, he's a good guy, right?
one of the best guys I know.
Hmm.
He's he's a good guy.
Thanks, boss. I'll take good care of him.
Oh, after work today, could you? And he reaches in his pocket and hands you a card. Could you go to this address and they've got a car they want us to work on. Could you pick it up? Just tell them Bulk sent you.
Sure thing. I can actually, if you, once I get off work, I'll do that. Thanks
Okay.
again.
Just bring it by the shop. It's not urgent. They just want us to pick it up today. Um,
Absolutely.
um, it's at this point where you hear as a motorcycle pulls in, and you kind of look through the open garage. You look through the open garage door bay there, and you see the gentleman you saw last night on an old, like, this thing's probably 1985, 86. It's an older
I'm gonna,
it's an older model at this point, and but it is in really really good condition, but
okay,
it just sounds rough.
rough. I'm gonna slow turn with the the shocked eyes of really a raccoon or something, but like what is, and then I will have seen this person.
Yeah. He kind of Jason gets off and walks up and shakes Bulk's hand, and they're he goes, "It's good to see you, Bulk. It's been too long, buddy." Yeah, yeah. How are you doing? And they exchange pleasantries, and then he turns to you and he goes, "I got her here."
I'm glad you could bring the bike over. That sound is
Rough, yes. As
I
long,
was gonna say questionable, but you said rough, so I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah, it's rough.
yeah. Well, if you could take a look at it, that'd be great.
Sure thing.
And he walks,
Yeah.
and Bulka goes, I got it over here, bud." Yeah, sweet. And they both kind of they go back and they kind of go into the side office that the manager typically uses. While Bulk and Skull both own the building, they don't really spend a lot of time. They they split their time pretty evenly. So there's a manager and stuff there, and you're friendly with the manager, but
Mhm.
you're not close with him at all.
No.
It's one of the he's he's kind of a jerk, and he
Mhm.
bugs you a little bit.
Yeah. I will. My hair is kind of like I kind of try to like fix myself up whenever anyone new comes into the shop, anyways. So I will have like uh moved my hair out of my face a little bit. My pink hair is just kind of like out of my face, and I kind of like as professional as someone wearing a car mechanic suit and not looked as disheveled
A jumpsuit.
jumpsuit.
There you go. So you finish working on the motorcycle, and
Mhm.
about 20 minutes you finish working on the car that you were working on, and you, you walk the motorcycle in, and you start fiddling with it,
Mhm.
I would like you to give me a smarts roll.
Okay.
Let's do mechanical in nature. Actually, yeah, mechanical in nature. So let's just give me a sec here. I want to double check my rule book here real quick.
You're good.
Smart space skills. Yeah, that'd be a technology roll.
Yes, and I specialize in mechanic.
Alrighty, perfect. Yeah. So remember
Okay.
when you're rolling a specialization, you roll everything that you have up to it. So if you've
Yep.
got like a D6, you roll a D6, a D4, and a D2 alongside your D20. You take
Cool.
whichever number is highest.
Okay.
You don't add those numbers together. It's whichever one of those dice is highest.
Cool. Um, cool. I don't have a D2 currently.
Just roll a D4 and just
Okay.
one one and three
All right.
is one and two and four is two.
Okay. Woo! Okay, so I have a nat 20 on my 20 and then a 1 on my D4 currently.
Okay. Um, so remember, critical successes on these are only if you roll the highest number on your skill dice.
Got
Um,
it.
so like if you roll, to use an example, you got a D2, you got a D4, and you got a D6. If you roll that four on that D4,
Yeah.
um, and you pass your skill check, that's a
Yeah.
critical success.
Got it.
Um, you you just when it comes to being a mechanic, you just something just clicks for you.
Yeah.
It's weird it's weird that earth technology just clicks as well for you, but you because it's very different from your home planet.
Hmm.
Um, you're sitting there working away at it. Pretty quickly, you find the problem, and fortunately, you happen to have the part in stock. So you walk back there. Give me an alertness check.
Damn alertness. Okay. A 2.
You're focused.
Yes.
You kind of hear a muffled in the as you're passing by the office, but you're like, so you grab the part, you go back and you put it in, start up the motorcycle. Sounds gorgeous, beautiful. Um, it's this point, Bulk and Jason come out, and Jason goes, "Awesome, awesome."
Thanks. What can I say? I love bikes, motorcycles, anything with an engine. It's just my favorite thing. I even
Awesome,
have my own
awesome. What kind you got?
bike. Mhm. Uh, what it's Yamaha. I've kind of built it from the ground up, older parts. It's actually an 88 and it has a little bit of pink hue to it. What can I say? It's- pink's a great color. And I
So
brush my hair back.
he goes, pink is a good color.
Mm.
He kind of leans back and he goes, and again, you're starting to feel like he's evaluating you.
Mm.
Um, he goes, he pays and he says thank you and
Mhm.
Gets on the motorcycle, gives you one last look, and pulls out his phone real quick and looks like he typed something out and puts it back and boom, 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 takes off. Bulk goes, he he goes, that guy was one of the most popular guys at our high school.
And I kind of, I could see probably why.
And Jay goes, Jason's a nice guy and kicked my ass on more than one occasion when I was being a jackass.
Hmm. Boss, were you? I can't imagine you being a jackass. You've been nothing but kind to me, and gave me a place to work when I really needed help. So
He goes,
it
Skull
couldn't
and
be
I.
that
Oh, we were. Skull and I were bad.
bad. And I do that. Okay, yeah, because I don't know,
you
but it's that. Okay, yeah, sure.
he he goes, just keep in mind, people change.
Hmm. And I look down and I kind of get focused on my home, and I think a little bit about my sister. Just this is an internal thing, so I'm just looking down. I start to kind of space out a little bit. Um, and it just like a quiet, somber, just calm kind of comes over. And then I let out a big sigh and I go, well, I guess I should get back to work.
That actually was the last vehicle for the day. We don't have any more coming in today.
Do you need me to go pick up that the vehicle, the did you need me to go pick that up?
Yeah, if you would.
Absolutely. Mm.
So
So I
you
will get ready.
you 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 take up you take off your coveralls and you get ready. You keep. It's almost becoming like a small obsession in the back of your mind. You're like, why am I being evaluated? What the heck was with that guy? Why did he keep staring at me?
Yeah.
You,
It's making me way more weary too. Like he makes me a little uncomfortable. And I believe Bulk, but I just don't know if I still trust him. Trust is a hard thing for me to it's hard for me to trust anyone. So
yeah.
I'm definitely weary still.
You 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 get it. You get undressed. You change into your street clothes. Get your hands all washed up, and
Mhm.
you still do have a little bit of kind of. You have like that greasy feeling, even though it's not there. You did
Yep.
get a little bit of grease on your kind of on the lower part of your shirt, and your part of you just kind of goes, "Damn it! I just bought this shirt."
And it's obviously a pink shirt.
Oh yeah, it's a it's well it's a brand new pink shirt
Yep.
from the Heart fashion line.
Yes. Yes.
Um, you you really like it because they've got that they always have like the bow the tag has a bow and you
Yeah.
you kind of go in and you pull out the card and you look at the address and you go, okay, I know where that I think I know where about where that's at.
Hmm.
You pull out your phone and punch in the address, and the address pops up: Cranston Technologies.
Oh, Cranston Technologies. This is how does Bulk know Cranston Tech? So I just
Like
stop.
you know of William Cranston. Basically, everybody in the
Yeah,
city knows him,
yeah.
or at least knows of him. Um,
I just don't. Do I know that maybe he knows William close or no? Not at
you
all.
have no idea.
Cool.
You Skull one time mentioned that they went to high school together, so you kind of just figure maybe knows him from there. But
Yeah.
you don't know, like, you have no idea like what level of friendship they've got there, or anything like
Cool.
that. Um, you you get on the bike, you get on your motorcycle, and you kind of head out. When you get to Cranston Tech, um,
Hmm.
the you the Cranston Tower basically is like 4 blocks away from your house, and
Cool.
you gotta bring it by the shop. So you you park your bike at your house, and as you're walking down, you walk you walk you walk and you walk in the front door. Um, you say, "Hey, I was sent here by Bulk," to the receptionist, and she goes, "Oh, from Bulk and Skull's garage. Awesome, awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah, we've been expecting you.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
Mr. Cranston's gonna be on the top floor. If you would just take that elevator, he can give you more information."
Great. And um,
That hits you a little
great.
weird. You're like, "Wait, why am I going upstairs? The car should be in the parking garage."
Yeah, I'm like, great, question mark. Sure thing. And I also have like, this is like a time where I remember wearing my necklace and I kind of just touch it a little bit and I'm like, I'm feeling a little weary still. And so I go to the elevator, but I kind of look around me and
This is actually a
I
fairly busy lobby. Like, it's getting to be towards closing time, so you're starting to see a lot of people kind of exit out, um,
yeah.
exit out of the building. So you take your elevator ride all the way to the top.
Hmm.
Door opens. Um, there's a At the end of the hall. There's another. You open up into this large lobby area. You you kind of walk up. You walk up and you see the on the sign. There's a receptionist kind of out front, and she goes, "Oh, you must be Mr. Manx."
Yes, I am here to pick up a vehicle from Cranston Technologies.
Ah. She goes, "Ah, Miss Bulk said you'd be coming."
Yes, he did. Just here to pick up this vehicle.
Well, Mr. Cranston's out for the day. I'm acting in his stead. Um, why don't you come over here to the side office, and I'll give you the details on the vehicle and what's wrong with it.
Great. So
She
I
she
will follow.
she she opens the door, and sitting in the door, Bulk is Bulk is sitting there. Jason's sitting there, and Billy is also sitting there. And Bulk says he just kind of symbolizes, "Have a seat. We need to talk."
Um, boss, I don't know what's going on. I didn't do anything.
You're good. Hey, he goes. What have I said about being calm? He goes. Remember, just breathe. It's like Skull always says. Just breathe it out.
And I slowly sit down.
The woman, this Asian woman, the gal you saw she's an Asian woman, kind of shorter. Her hair is cropped short, and she's fat. Like you could tell she's a little bit older, probably almost getting towards 50.
Mhm.
Um, in fact, most of the people in this group are pushing 50 at this point. Um, he goes. Jason kind of takes the lead on this one, and he goes, "We're sorry to get you here under false pretenses, but we needed to make sure you weren't followed."
You know,
And
I
we have, for starters, the three of us, myself, Mr. Cranston here, and his wife, Miss Cranston, we're all Power Rangers.
yeah, I'm going to assume you're not like space Power Rangers, are you?
We were the first team, at least the first team on Earth, technically.
Oh,
And it's at this point Volka goes, "They're telling the truth. Um,
wow, I never thought I'd meet a Power Ranger. I mean, I we've heard of Space Rangers, um, but sorry, wow, this is so weird.
we're telling you because we're asking you to become one. We're asking you to join us."
Um, uh, I I think Power Rangers are supposed to be brave and true and powerful, and I
It's
I don't any of those things.
that actually, like, that your statement there, it elicits almost a deprecating laugh from Bill. He goes, "Not all of us start that way."
Hmm, right.
Um, this time Billy takes over and he goes, "If it wasn't for Trini here," and he kind of grabs her hand, "I wouldn't have been able to be a ranger."
Hmm. Um, that's very, very touching. Um, um, I'm I'm a little apprehensive. I
I
haven't been
suppose
able
you want to
to.
know why we're even recruiting more rangers, since the SPD team seems to have a lot of it handled when it comes to alien invaders.
Mm. Alien in, invaders. And I kind of look at because you said bulk is there, correct?
Yeah.
I I'm just gonna look at a bulk and like nervous again, but not as trying not to show any kind of hint, but a little anxious.
This time Trini speaks up. She has a she takes a soft tone, almost somber, and she goes, "We know what happened to your home planet. We also know who was behind it.
And who was behind it?
The Syndicate." And that you kind of cringe at that a little bit because
Yeah.
you know that name all too well. In the
Mhm.
because you've only been on Earth for about 3 years, just
Yep.
basically about 3 years. Your your planet was caught up by the Syndicate, um, corrupting the government from the inside and everything of that nature.
So you know a lot about my home. And I will look at bulk and be like, um, I hope that you understand that I'm only here for sanctuary from my planet, and I don't mean to invade anything.
You're not.
I'm just.
We're not labeling you as an invader.
Mm,
We're asking you to help protect your new home because the Syndicate's coming here next.
my new home, and I will touch my necklace and look at Trini and say, I like the sound of that. I do want to protect my new home.
Bulk looks at me and goes, "We keep. We're part of Project Squadron. Skull and I act as recruiters. Project Squadron is a massive undertaking. We're trying to recruit rangers from all over the world,
Mm,
and trying to set it up to protect the cities
mm.
because
Well,
a very old enemy from an alternate reality has broke through into this one, and he did so when your planet was destroyed.
well, this is my new home now, and I don't want to lose it. What do you need from me?
On the table that you guys have been talking at, there's been a box.
Mm.
Jason goes, "Reach in your pocket."
So I reach in my pocket.
You pull out a coin, a drake's head on the front. A, a shimmer, a shimmer of pink echoes across the top of it, and you feel empowered by it.
Hmm.
You,
You know,
it turns, opens up, and there's a there's a cellular looking device. It looks like an older cell phone, like an old flip phone almost.
mhm.
Um, you pull it out, and he goes, "This is your cell shift morpher.
Hmm.
That will allow you to shift into the pink Mythic Ranger.
Hmm. You
Insert
know,
that
it's
insert the coin. Dial 3, 2, 1."
it's really ironic that this is the Drake. One thing that I really really loved about coming to this planet is a lot of books that I would read. Um, Drake's just really called to me, so this is really cool and kind of ironic. So I put the coin in and I dial 3, 2, 1.
You put it in. You dial 3, 2, 1, and the phrase in your head, "Night up."
Okay.
So you go 3, 2, 1, night up.
3, 2, 1. Night up.
And this the cell shift flips up, becoming this large bow. And as you grab the bow, the armor manifests all across your body, basically almost venom like. You stand there, you pull the bow, then you kind of release it back, and you're standing. The armor makes you feel really, really strong. The bow basically disappears from your hand for a second as you kind of let it go, and you're just like, whoa. And you find the cell shift basically kind of stuck to your side there.
Mhm.
You you feel really powerful.
Mhm.
She goes. Jason goes to deactivate it. Just say power down.
Okay. Power down.
And the shift morphers in your pocket, and the coins basically. You feel like you can just call the coin at any time, as
Okay.
well as the morpher.
Yep.
They pull up a file. Your first mission is going to be, for a while, we're going to have you work covertly.
Okay.
Your first mission will be to go check on the tracks here. We don't want you to. The other Mythic Rangers shouldn't know about you yet. When the time to reveal yourself is right, you'll know.
Great. So there are others like me. Huh.
As we
I'm
said,
not
we're
alone.
recruiting Rangers all over the world. Different teams.
And there's like this sense of calm, like genuine calm that Roscoe has not felt in a long, long time. And this feeling of a sense of belonging in a way. Um, but he is very focused now on what he needs to do to not lose this home to the syndicate. Thank you all so much. I will do my best.
And log file 006.